How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Yes, my royal family. The title that you see is True, Real, and Accurate. Our royal daughter, Cyntoia Brown, family granted clemency. You know, it was pretty bleak for her. She has been through hell, and I know many know her story. Many have seen her documentary. When she came into prison, this is how she looked. 16 years old. When I seen her, I thought she was 12. She looked so young. And the last time I had seen her, she was literally pleading her heart out. And they said that she would have to do 51 more years before they would even consider anything. And Cyntoia has had many accomplishments. She has finished school, she has finished college, and she continues to further her education. She has helped many people that are incarcerated, and that is truly the work of the divine hand. It truly is. It wasn't nothing more than the right thing to do. So my royal family, got 2 videos here I want to share with the royal family to refresh people's memory, and we're just gonna go on this journey.
Nashville, Tennessee, a group of protesters interrupt the governor, demanding clemency for a woman whose fate lies in his hands.
Clemency, boy!
Only weeks before the end of his term, the activists join a growing chorus pleading mercy for Cyntoia Brown. She's serving a life sentence in prison for murder. She was a victim long before she was a convict.
All with a gun pointed at me, hit me, choked, dragged.
An in-depth documentary tells the story of a girl who was exploited, abandoned, and abused, allegedly forced into prostitution by a pimp named Cutthroat. She describes being sex trafficked at a young age and raped repeatedly.
The first time he did something to me is when he choked me and I passed out.
In 2004, when she was 16 years old, Brown killed a 43-year-old man that had bought her for sex. The prosecution said it was premeditated. She shot him dead, took his wallet, and fled the scene. Brown claimed she feared for her life.
If he does something to me, I'm sitting here thinking, what can I do?
Although a teenager at the time, a juvenile court found her competent to stand trial as an adult. She was sentenced to life in prison more than a decade ago.
Here in Tennessee, we've had laws change. So if Cyntoia Brown were tried today, the legal experts say she would not have been tried in the same way. Our courts today would view her as a child sex slave. They would view her as a victim.
The 2011 documentary revealed new evidence suggesting Brown suffered from fetal alcohol syndrome, which can cause brain damage, something the jury that convicted her never saw. Her mother also admitted to drinking heavily while pregnant.
Cyntoia's story is heartbreakingly common. Traffickers are master manipulators. They're looking for vulnerabilities in a young person that they can exploit, and no one's in more danger than the child of an addicted parent.
Sometimes I don't want to have sex with him. He's so I be crying and everything.
So how come you stayed with him?
You're not listening. I'm not getting money. He wasn't gonna let me go nowhere. He told me he'd kill me.
Now 30 years old, Brown has been incarcerated for nearly half her life. Her story gaining national recognition after support from celebrities like Rihanna and Kim Kardashian West. During her time behind bars, Brown's advocates say she's tried to transform herself.
She is mentoring, even while she's in prison, through the juvenile justice system, troubled youth. She is working on her college degree. She's planning on a nonprofit.
I learned that my life was and is not over. I can create opportunities where I can actually help people.
Despite attempts to appeal her case, the Tennessee Supreme Court recently affirmed that Brown would not be eligible for parole until she's 67 years old, an announcement that renewed debate and outrage.
I cannot find a case where there has been such a harsh punishment imposed on a similarly aged person who was, after all, in the process of being raped as a child when this crime happened. We can't take that out of this equation.
The basic facts are no one can take a life. And so if you take a life and it's not deemed to be self-defense, that is, you're not in immediate fear for your life, right? It's not deemed to be immediate and you didn't act out of that fear, then it becomes problematic no matter what age you are.
Brown's future may soon be determined by Tennessee Governor Bill Haslam. He declined our request for an interview, but a statement from his office issued to CNN says the governor and his legal counsel are currently reviewing numerous clemency applications, including Cyntoia Brown's. Any clemency grants would have to be completed by the time Governor Haslam leaves office on January 19th. Brown's lawyer declined to comment to CNN before a clemency decision is made, a decision now the subject of growing public interest.
I know that the survivors that we serve are watching very carefully to see whether there's hope for them.
Gathering in Nashville, several Tennessee lawmakers also joined in the calls to release Cyntoia Brown from a life behind bars.
In the interest of equity, in the interest of fairness, and in the interest of justice, we, as a state, must address this issue and set Miss Brown free.
Linda Kincaid, CNN.
Now, online petitions in support of Miss Brown have gained widespread attention. One of the largest on MoveOn.org, and that has more than 600,000.
All right, my royal family. So, I know some may have wondered, why they dug their heels in so hard, saying that she was going to have to do her prison time. And anybody that's not, that doesn't know about the events and the things that had happened to her, this is who she killed. She killed a white man. And that's what they couldn't get past. And I want to reaffirm, even though I'm very, very happy that the divine hand played the number one part in this, is that this country don't give a damn about anything happening to a black woman. And they don't look at black women as sexual victims. Black women have been the object of sexual exploitation and abuse in America for centuries. I've been doing a lot of research on this the last few weeks, and it is the fiber of America. So I'm truly, truly happy that Cyntoia will be released in August, and she can continue on with her life outside of bars. And there was a lot of people that played a part, a lot of celebrities, and this is when it's good that celebrities use their popular, I can't pronounce the word, I'm getting tied tongue, being popular. This is where they utilize it. And some people felt some kind of way when I had did a video thanking Kim Kardashian. It was the right thing to do. That's all. I know people feel some kind of way. I feel some kind of way about a lot of things. But on this one, they use what they could use. But at the end of the day, this is nothing more than the divine hand. She came out of her captivity, and we continue to need to pray for her, because this was stressful for her to go through this. And when they had told her that she must serve 51 more years before she was even eligible, stress. Think of the mental anguish that Cyntoia had to go through. And I'm glad that she utilized her time quite well, because I don't want us to ever lose sight. When she came in here, she looked 12 years old, even though she was 16. So, my queen, I'm very, very happy. So let me play this last video. Just a little quick snippet here. Let me see here. Let's blow this up. See what we got going.
Bill Haslam grants an executive clemency for Cyntoia Brown. He is commuting her sentence of life imprisonment. She'll be released to parole supervision on August 7th after serving 15 years in prison. Brown was convicted in 2006 of first-degree murder, felony murder, and aggravated robbery in the killing of Antioch realtor Johnny Allen. We, of course, will have more on this developing story at 4, 5, and 6, and check for updates on News Channel.
Okay, that's it. That is it, my royal family. That is good news. Good news, because I was been feeling some kind of way. I know y'all been hearing me rant and rave, and I just truly, that was a blessing. And I hope I'm correct. I think it was Hood Mistress that let us know that Cyntoia was granted clemency. So let's continue to keep her in prayer. So, my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.